Hey guys, this is June because I was born in June. Welcome to my amazing life today. So today I'm entering like 201 episodes. Oh my god. Okay, I do have some days that I've been slacking, right? So recently this week I'm really busy. That's why for the last 2 days I did not go on live. And today, yes, I cannot skip because it marks my first after like 200 episodes. Okay, so I've actually been receiving some of the message from some of my friends, right? So I realized I should do a live in order to help more people by sharing some of my stories, right? So today I actually received one message from my friend said that she's feeling lost about what she wants to do and whether what she wants to do in general in her personal life as well as in business, and then what she should do about that. So that's why I decided to run down on this episode just to let you guys see the other side of me. It's not everything, it's everything where we share, it's not always perfect. So I also have my time where I'm like feeling lost. I do not know what should I do. So that was about 1 to 2 years ago. I'm working on few different projects and I get really overwhelmed. So I got into that program, like different businesses, and also different they are presented to me by having different business opportunities, and I got sucked into it. And then I went to the point of time that every day I'm just being very busy, but then I do not know why I'm so busy, and I thought I would be happy, but then I'm not. I was being really unhappy about it. So after that I really have the time that I sit down myself, I ask myself these few questions that I feel like maybe it can help you as well. I ask myself, okay, June, seriously, why are you not being happy about it? Like, is it because you're not happy about the work that you're doing, or is it you're just not passionate in what you're doing? So this is the first question I ask myself, and the answer is very simple. Like, if let's say I'm not being happy, it's most of the time it's just that I'm not doing something that I'm enjoying. Maybe it's not something that I'm passionate in. So that I got my first question. Then the second thing I asked myself, okay, if let's say given the choice, so if let's say you're not being happy about it right now, what are the things that you are going to do to make it better? Like, is it you're going to do the same thing ever again and to try to pick some of the tasks that will make you happy, or you're going to switch a different direction? Oh my god, this is like a very difficult question and very difficult decision, because you have done some of the works in the past. Like, you have put in so many efforts thinking that this can be the best business that you have in the world, or this can be some of the tasks that you really want to do in the most in the world, but then it did not happen. Okay, so it's really come down to a point that you have to think about this question. If let's say you have been watching a really bad movie, like it's a really bad movie, you are sitting in the cinema, you watch the halfway through, you know that this movie is so bad that you are not going to enjoy for the rest of the other hour. My question to you, so that you can think about that, since you already paid like maybe $20 for the movie, for the ticket, are you going to waste the other hour which you know you're not going to enjoy? Or are you going just to leave the cinema to do something that you enjoy instead? Okay, this is the concept that we call it, it's like the sunk cost theory. Like, okay, if let's say it's talking about movie, maybe it's easier for you to make a decision. You say, no, I would just walk away. I wouldn't want to waste my time on watching some of the videos, some of the movies that I know I'm not going to enjoy. It's just a waste of time. But what about if let's say you apply the same concept to your relationship, or to your career, or to anything that you do in your life? It's the same concept, but when it comes down to relationship, or when it comes down to business or the career, we got really emotional. That's why it's very difficult for us to think about that. We were like, oh my god, it's like such a big decision, I will just think about that tomorrow. Then we start procrastinating on making that kind of decisions, and then in the end, time passes 1 year and 2 years down the road. So that's why if let's say you're feeling lost, no matter in your personal life, in your relationship, or whether in your career, I think this is something that you can think about. What are the strengths? or what are your passions? If let's say you do not know what is your passion, it's all right. You just need to start exploring things that you felt like you enjoy doing, because that's where you can find a passion. And then next, you just need to make sure to build a business, or it doesn't have to be business. You can actually join some of the career, some of the jobs that you feel like you have stand a chance in enjoying it. Because otherwise, if let's say you procrastinate about these decisions, sooner or later you will regret of not making a decisions much earlier. And it is very normal that in any point of time we felt like we are not doing enough. We felt like we are feeling lost. It's perfectly normal, because I have that all the time. And after experiencing, because I started my first business about 12 years, I think it was about 12 years ago, yeah. So when I started that, I was really into it. But then you have to think about that. Time change, macro environment change, micro environment change, people change. What you want 10 or 12 years ago are different than what you want right now. And the world is totally different from what we had like 12 years ago. So if let's say you're just not doing something that you're enjoying, why not make a decision of testing something out to make a switch? Okay, this thing is what I also learned as well. If let's say you are procrastinating, saying that, hey, you know what? Let's wait till this COVID is over, then I'll just, testing out and makes a switch. Or maybe you are thinking that, you know what, maybe just let me move my house to somewhere, or maybe let me finish my exam, or maybe let me, this thing and that thing. If let's say you're attaching a lot of conditions on what you wanted to make a switch, you're just not giving yourself a chance. And the longer you wait, the older we get, the more commitment we have. And oh my God, the more commitment you have, it's very difficult for you to make a switch, because the opportunity cost is higher. So that's why, if let's say you're still considering, I hope that this episode helps you a lot, because personally, I've been through that. It's not so scary anyway, because you are not making the decision. It's just because you felt like there's a lot of uncertainty. You're just not being comfortable with it. In your mind, you might have a lot of questions. What if this doesn't work? Okay, what if let's say it doesn't work, you get an answer? It is even better than not trying it. Like, oh my God, you're not trying something that you always want to try out, and then 10 years later on you say, I should have tried that, I should have done that, right? So that's why just start. You can always start small. You don't have to make like 100% switch. Don't have to, and this is not the way I would actually suggest. So if let's say you are having like a full-time job, or maybe like a full-time business, and you want to try other things out, okay, this is my suggestion. Maybe if let's say your full-time job is taking your 9 to 5 time, like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., you still have about 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. to work on something else, right? So just take the time, like 2 to 3 hours per day, explore stuff. Okay, you may think that 2 to 3 hours, is it enough? I will tell you, this is the safest thing to start with, because you want to make sure you have something that is certain. Your 9 to 5 job or your 9 to 5 business is certain. Nothing is going to change. What you are going to change is how you spend your time after 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. That is a game changer. With you having a solid income, you're still able to explore stuff. And then even if you fail, like let's go to the worst case scenario, you fail in your 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. What have you learned? You walk away with some experience, with no regrets, that you already tried working things out. And then all you need to do, if let's say you really think that is something that you're passionate, just continue work on it. I've done that a lot of times, and I know the mind is actually my main block. So whenever I have that kind of mindset that stop myself from trying new things, right, this is what I do. I want to show you guys, like I have a lot of like books over there, right? So whenever I read books, I always highlight. So one of the best books that I highlighted and I always refer back to is Tony Robbins' book. It's called Awaken the Giant Within You. I love that book so much because it literally saved me so many times whenever I always have doubts in myself. It's perfectly normal that you have doubts in yourself. Or I even doubt myself whether I am really capable of helping other people. I doubt myself that whether I'm qualified enough to teach others. I doubt myself, oh my God, is this really working for me? Everybody just doubt ourselves every single day. But if, let's say, you're willing to give yourself a leap of faith, a leap of faith and make sure you don't have to change your 9 to 5 job just to make sure how you spend your time from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Just pick 1 or 2 hours per day. I can assure you, things add up. Like 2 hours per day in 1 week. Let's delete the weekend you want to spend time off with family, right? 1 week you have 10 hours. 1 month you have 30 hours just by spending 2 hours per day. 30 hours in 1 month, 3 months you have 90 hours. In 90 hours, there's so much more that you can change in life. You can build a business out of these 90 hours. And if let's say you're talking about 12 months, like that is a lot of hours. So don't have to think more anything about that. Just that now. I hope that this video helped whoever is watching that. Maybe you just need me to kick your butt. And 3 words for you. Just do it, okay? So that's all in my message today. I hope that you guys enjoy the live. As usual, if let's say you haven't really joined my Facebook group, you can go to join my Facebook group. It's called Amazing Story. It's www.amazingstory.co. And if let's say you really love this episode, just tell me like what have you been thinking of doing and why you're not doing so. You know what? Because when you post this in your comment down below, I become your accountability partner, or the whole world become like your accountability partner. You kind of feel like, yeah, you know what? Maybe it's because of fate. Like you watch this video to ask you to just do it. So just give me some comment down below, or if let's say you're watching live, hashtag live or hashtag replay. And also for all those solopreneurs, or if let's say you're a first-time entrepreneurs, you have been doing everything by yourself. You are the accountants, you are the person who's doing the research, you are the funnel builders, you are the graphic designers, you are just everyone. I just want to tell you, you do not have to do everything by yourself. You can actually hire a virtual assistant for you very efficiently and very effectively within an hour. So I have a lot of friends come up to me asking me this. That's why I already compile my tips and tricks as well as mistakes to avoid in my 10 pages of free ebook, which you are going to get it for free. I'm going to put the link down below so that you can actually get my ebook for free. And once you enter your email, right, you are going to get the ebook in your mailbox. It may be dropping into your junk, or it may be dropping into your spam, right? So if let's say you're not getting it, you just can drop me a message. I'm happy to send it over to you. So I look forward to see you guys tomorrow then. Remember, just do it, okay? Bye!